News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs, and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
This week on News Panorama, we take a look at infrastructural projects of the Cross River State Governor, Senator Bassey Otu, reaction from election rerun, and on the spot with the Special Advisor to the Governor on General Duties, Barrister Kwekweyon. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
If you have just tuned in, you are watching News Panorama. In line with the mandate of the Cross River State Governor, the government has embarked on a significant project like the reconstruction of culverts across the state. These efforts reflect the government's dedication to improving infrastructure and supporting community well-being. The key example is the Yellow Duke Road and culvert, Chamley and other culverts to save roads from total collapse. If you want to later, was in the streets of Calabar Metropolis to get a reaction from Cross Riverians while checking out the state of the work. The report.
In recent developments, the Governor of Cross River State, His Excellency Senator Prince Bassey Otu, has moved into action to ensure that Cross Riverians have a peaceful drive along the roads. As you can see, I'm right here at the culvert of Chamley, and works are going on to ensure that the state of the road does not collapse further. Over time, the aging infrastructure and environmental stresses have rendered many culverts in Cross River State vulnerable to deterioration, compromise, and failure, making the rehabilitation of these culverts essential for maintaining the integrity of the roads and safeguarding against the negative effects of erosion and flooding. Recognizing the critical importance of maintaining reliable culvert infrastructures, the Governor of Cross River State, His Excellency Senator Prince Bassey Otu, has embarked on comprehensive rehabilitation initiatives aimed to improve the durability, longevity, and functionality of culverts across the state. These rehabilitation efforts have not gone unnoticed by Cross Riverians who, delighted by the activities, shared their sincere happiness and gratitude to the government.
We are so glad, we are so happy, because the Excellency has done what another man cannot do. You see, for the past years we have been suffering here. You have seen all the damages that were done here. Prince Otu has come to correct all those things.
When I see works like this, I would like to come and check, know where I can fit in and out. Places that I will not be able to drive past, now we can drive past. This place has been here for a long time, that this place has spoiled. But in the twinkle of an eye, we just wake up one day, see truck, drop tank. Before you know, work moves. And we are here, we are all happy.
While commending the efforts of the governor to restore the state infrastructures, they also lauded him to keep up with his good works.
Let's as we started the job, let the job be done so that the place will be for everybody.
What I can advise them is for them to keep it up. Not as they start now, small time they drop, but let them keep it up, so that at least before 4 years' time, these people will have will feel the dividends of democracy.
Indeed, the sweet prince is working. Cross Riverians have a reason to smile, a reason to be rest assured, as the sweet prince is taking the people's first mandate to heart to ensure that everything is put in place for a comfortable life for them all, in all areas and in every aspect. For TRBC News Panorama, if you want Peter reporting.
Over now to On the Spot with the Special Advisor to the Governor on General Duties. He throws more light on Governor Bassey Otu's infrastructural project in Cross River State. Over now to On the Spot. Welcome to On the Spot on News Panorama. Today we'll be talking about Bassey Otu's infrastructural project in Cross River State. Here with us is the Special Advisor to the Governor on General Duties, Barrister Kwekweyon. Barrister welcome to News Panorama.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Okay, so immediately the governor was inaugurated into office. The first project we saw was that of Wat Market, where he rehabilitated that road. And then we looked at the one at Gombe and all that. So can you tell us why the governor is passionate about rehabilitating some of these roads in Calabar Metropolis?
Let me start by saying that our governor is a promise keeper, and is an exception to that general definition of politicians to be deceitful, to always be available during campaigns and then make promises. When campaigns are over, there are no fulfillment. Senator Bassey Otu is indeed an exception to that notion, or what I would say, that seeming principle of not keeping to campaign promises. So one of the promises His Excellency made, in line with his People First mantra during the campaign, was to rehabilitate, reconstruct our roads across the state. Okay. Because the beautification of the city, you agree, will be incomplete without a properly constructed road for accessibility and for businesses to thrive. Because there's a lot of agricultural products and produce that cannot be taken out of Cross River State without the road. So the interest, the passion the Excellencies have for the roads across the state is to enable our products, Crossivarians who are involved in different means of livelihood, to be able to achieve that without stress. And to also ensure that our Calabar, that have been known as the cradle of ancient civilization, that have been the first capital of Nigeria, returns back to its pride of place, where everywhere will be green again and clean again. So His Excellency in his words said that this is just the beginning, because what we have so far is not even 20% of what is in stock, according to His Excellency. So that passion is driven by him being a leader that believes in fulfilling promises as a People First governor.
Okay, so we realized that immediately the governor finished that of Wat Market and Goldie, and people were complaining that, oh, Etagbo, Main Gate, and other places, he swung into action. Now people also said, oh, the one at Yellow Duke, the culvert at Field. And a few days ago, we saw you and other government officials going to inspect that place. How soon do we expect that project to be completed?
You know, we're not just doing remedial works.
Okay.
We're doing permanent construction, and that will stand the test of time.
That would be good, because that culvert has been failing for some time.
Yes, so because most times government go in and do palliative work, and it fails within 1 year. So if you look at Chamley, for instance, what we have there will be permanent, and that's because the Excellency wants to ensure that government action is taken seriously, and the long-gone trust of the people is regained, because leadership comes with followership, and you can only have good followership where there is trust in your leadership. So the governor on his own, you recall, as soon as he resumed office, personally went around most of those sites and made promises that in the coming months he will swing into action. And in terms of time frame, because we're also trying to beat the rains, yes. What they are doing there is every day, sometimes into the night. So I want to believe that in a couple of weeks, that will be fixed. And since there are other ones hanging, to enable the team And it's also important to mention that it's not one team that is doing all the work.
Okay.
We have them in different locations. And don't forget, the governor has also done brand new roads and have completed them and has even come up with the concrete form of road construction. So, for me, I want to believe that by the time the rains are back, a lot must have been achieved in terms of drainages. And it's also important to mention that we're not just doing the roads without the culverts, without the silting, the gutters, and without even cave stones where they had failed because the walkways were bad and there been massive collapse of our roads, and there been a lot of landslides here and there. Some days we were at the Nasarawa community, 8 miles, where there was also a serious environmental disaster occasioned by erosion. And the governor also had to quickly intervene directly. So for me, I want to believe that Cross-Riverians will smile under Senator Governor Bassey Otu leadership, whom we know represent the season of sweetness, which we are all happy for.
Okay, so you just mentioned that the governor has done some roads. Can you highlight some of these roads? Because he's doing a lot and a few people are aware of it. So can you just highlight some of these roads so that the public will actually know that he's actually doing so much for the
Yes,
state?
within Calabar here, we have around Ifite Junction, a very popular adjoining parliamentary. It's been fully constructed. I think that road is AK Street. And we also have work ongoing now at Clark's Alley after the roundabout. We also have completed Young Eden of White House have been completed. And across the state, you agree with me that there are no more potholes. Operation Zero Potholes was declared sometime in December by His Excellency. And even in Ogoja, in Abi, we have our men on site. Ecom also, the main city, Ecom, is also given rapid attention because we have brought in the traffic lights. And for traffic lights to be able to function, we need to have a clean and clear road. So in Central, Ecom, Ugep, what we're having here in Calabar is ongoing. Similarly in the north, Ogoja, Obanliko. So for me, in the coming days, like I said earlier, we'll be able to truly confirm that what the governor represents is indeed sweetness.
Okay, so we know that work is continuous. What's your advice to Cross-Riverians in terms of this administration? What's your advice to Cross-Riverians?
Yes, what I want to say, first of all, is for them to be patient with His Excellency and also continue to put him in their prayers because prayer is the ultimate. And they should do their best to be critical stakeholders in governance because government alone will not be able to do everything. We have to, as a people, secure our infrastructures. We have to also, as a people, do our best to support those team of experts that come to our communities to bring development. We have to also continue to sensitize our young ones on the need for them to continue to do their best in the angle of protecting government facilities and even private facilities. Because we came to inherit a situation where there's been a lot of vandalization, where a lot of government infrastructures have been vandalized. Armored cables, we were battling with ions, and a lot of other infrastructures. You go to government facilities, there are no more protectors, and what have you. So I'm calling on Cross-Riverians generally to be vigilant, to be part of the security of the state. There should be conscious community policing, because whatever government have put on ground whether past or present, is for the people. And it's always good for us to sustain what we have so that we can build on what has been laid as foundation. That is why, if you recall, His Excellency clearly stated that this government is coming to sustain democratic gains of the previous administration and improve upon them, populate the value chains. So if you don't protect what you have, you will not be able to build on the foundations that were laid by previous administrations. And one thing our governor has been doing is to ensure that whatever that was invested in the name of Cross River State is being revamped where they had challenges. That is why you go today to CICC, it's functional. You go to the Marina Resort, the movies are back, the cinema is on. And you go to the ranch, work has also commenced. There have been a lot of investors facing Cross River, occasioned by the dynamic nature of our government in terms of proactiveness and deliberateness, decisiveness in leadership. And I won't end without thanking Her Excellency for also permanently being by His Excellency, especially in the angle of medical care to the aged, the pregnant women, and the physically challenged. She has done a lot in that direction. And it's clear that Her Excellency is also determined to support the needy as a clear mother that is in leadership to serve humanity. And I believe also that when we talk about governance, it has to do with all hands coming together to partner, to support each other. And I know His Excellency is very accessible. He's a bottom top leader who listens to all communications, who also works around the clock. We always try to run after His Excellency because whenever he's in the office, he will remain in the office till midnight most times. And that's because he wants to ensure that all the challenges are being treated. So far, His Excellency has been putting his hands everywhere. All the sectors are being attended to simultaneously. Whether in sports, you could see that a lot of differences, whether in education. Recently, he paid a lot of money to ensure that our indigent students do not have challenges in their WAEC registration. So he's putting his hands everywhere. He's in agriculture, and it's phenomenal when you talk about empowerment. He has a lot of packages. So for me, Crossiverians should be prayerful and patient and continue to support this governor, our governor, the People First governor, because it is clear that Cross River State is back under His Excellency.
Thank you very much. You've heard from the Special Advisor to the Governor on General Duties, Barrister Kwa Ipenyong. All hands must be on deck. We need to protect and sustain what we have as Crossiverians so that the government of Governor Bassey Otu will do more on infrastructural projects. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efanga.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efanga.